So the villain was hot, AG. Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to do my Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale spoiler review. So, spoiler warning! If you couldn't tell already from the title of the video and the thumbnail. But anyway, so this is where I'm going to talk really about everything that spoils Ordinal Scale. So, let's start with the thing that made the movie not have a 10. The unnecessary fan service. Now, I get it, it's SAO, it's gotta have its fan service, but there were some moments that she's like, this is unnecessary. And the two important unnecessary fan service moments was when in the final battle, they got their original outfits from the game SAO, and Asuna got into hers, they zoomed in on her boobs, and they jiggled a little bit, and I'm like, that is not why. Like, I don't... Okay, and another thing is that when Lifa or Sugu came into the battle, Yui came out of her boobs for some reason. I don't know why, and I'm just like, this is unnecessary. Why? I mean, I know it's SAO, but it's like, really? Really, guy? Really? Okay. And there were a few other moments throughout the movie where, like, for instance, when Asuna was having her memories were disappearing, she woke up, you could kind of see her cleavage, but that one, it was like, oh, okay, that's fine, you know, it's like, she was tossing and turning in the night, so that's whatever. But those two ones in the final battle, no point. Absolutely no point for them to be there. But they were there, and yeah. But anyway, so to talk about more spoilers, for instance, the final battle, which was amazing, because the way the final battle works is, well, they never actually fought the final boss of SAO when they, you know, said, oh, this is the real final boss of SAO, and I'm like, oh yeah, they never really did that. So that was interesting. And they all got, like, their original outfits from the game, and, like, Sinon got her GGO outfit, which was like, yeah. But anyway, the entire final battle was so cool, though. And, of course, that's when Kirito became OP again, and he got to be player number 1, and got the cool giant sword that, you know, kills everything, and it's like, of course, you know, maybe it could have been Asuna, but no, of course, you know, always gotta be the protag, but, you know, they gave Asuna to be the protagonist in the movie for, like, a good portion of it, but whatever. Oh boy, I mean, it's just like, come on, guys. But, of course, it's gonna be Kirito who gets the cool power. But, also, to talk about our villains, so let's just talk about, see, I say villains, but Yuna, or AI Yuna, was not necessarily a villain because she was an AI program, so she was just doing what she was programmed to do, and that is sing, and to sing to give people boost and stats and everything, but also, in turn, take out this little chip in their Agma, and that made them start to lose their memories, so that was that, and, she was based off a real person that was the guy who made the Agma system's daughter who died in SAO, but with the other villain, AG, or H or whatever, who was really hot. I hate to say it. I mean, for SAO standards, he's hot. He's, like, not the hottest thing ever, but again, for SAO standards, he's hot. So, also, the thing I liked about him is he felt like a dark parallel to Kirito, because here's the thing. He's very much like Kirito, because he, in turn, Yuna was basically his love interest. From the flashbacks and everything, it was like, okay, so those two were probably a thing. And then she died. So, it's like if Kirito had lost Asuna in SAO, she died, and then Kirito became evil. That's basically how I felt, so he's just a dark parallel to Kirito if Kirito became evil. That's what he felt like to me, especially the moment when Asuna probably realized he was a member of the Blood Oath that she was a part of in SAO, because it's the moment where, like, she's, like, running towards one of the bosses, and he's like, switch, and I'm like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Kirito, and that's also her moment where she probably realized that's him from that game. So, I was like, yeah, you're a lot like Kirito, especially him being OP for a good majority of the entire movie, because he's got this, like, robot suit thing going on that that's another thing. They didn't really explain how that's a thing. They're just like, oh, the guy who made the game likes to make robots, so in turn, he has this robotic suit that helps him be a good fighter, I assume, because they didn't really explain it. They're just kind of like, this is a thing. There you go. And I'm just like, well, alright then. But, overall, let's see, what other spoilers can I talk about besides all of that? Let's see. Oh, of course! When's the wedding? When's the wedding? I need the wedding! Because throughout the entire movie, there was these little talks about how Kirito and Asuna made this, promise to go see a meteor shower, and that is when Kirito was like, oh, I should propose to her then. So, throughout the movie, we had these, moments where it's like, okay, he's gonna propose to her with a ring, and at the end of the movie, he does, and I'm just like, I need a wedding now. It's like, please, because it would be adorable. Also, the joke about how, I said this in my non-spoiler review, the whole joke about Asuna wanting to be his mom, that's still funny, when I think about it, because the whole, them wanting to be married and stuff, but, because I also want to see that animated, because I feel like that would be pretty funny. Kirito meeting Asuna's mom, that would be pretty funny, but, oh man, it's just like, I need the wedding, now, because it's like, please. Oh man, the wedding would be so adorable, because it's just like, I've been waiting for them to actually, have a real proposal, because I mean, sure, they were married in game, but, it's like, them being married in the real world. Also, when Asuna was starting to lose her memories, I was like, this is not okay. None of this is okay. Stop it. This hurts me. Quit it. Oh, man. But overall, that's pretty much all the spoilers that I can think of that happened throughout the movie. Oh, man, though. But, again, the whole unnecessary fan service is just like, guys, no. Well, let's not do that. But that's pretty much all the spoilers I can think of. Let's see. Was there anything else that was really important? Oh, yeah. Yuna, finally getting to sing her final song, that was pretty sad there, but, her whole story, though, was kind of another thing that I have a little bit of an issue with, because it was kind of, they went over it a little too quickly, I felt like. I was like, I get they're trying to, show you this, but it felt like you could have just explained just a tad bit more, because, again, it was explained in more of a flashback sequence than anything, than being in-depth explained, but that's okay. Yeah, but, I mean, it didn't give me enough time to feel for her, because I felt for her a little bit, but it didn't give me enough time to really feel for her. I mean, I felt more bad for Eiji than anything than her. I mean, she's the one who actually died, so, yeah, but at the same time, and the whole, because the reason why Eiji was evil is because he wanted to, be remembered as a survivor of SAO, because, the people who didn't do much, because he didn't do much in SAO, apparently, didn't get remembered, and neither did Yuno, but they finally got remembered in the end, because apparently it got added into, the SAO Survivor book, which is the thing. And, oh, I forgot about this moment. The moment when Kirito read Asuna's diary. That moment was super cute. I thought it was going to be super awkward. I was like, oh, she's going to walk in. It's going to be awkward. She'd be angry. No, she wasn't angry. She's like, oh, it's fine. You can read that. And then they had this moment together where it's like, hey, is this chapter 16.5? But, yeah, that moment. But also that moment where, oh gosh, because he actually, Kirito, I remember him hearing him say Aishiteru, which is the strongest form of love for Japan. And I'm just like, yes, thank you so much for that, because it's just thank you. That tells you how much he really loves her. And also, the end credit scene, SAO will return. And the whole, okay, so if you remember that guy from the Gun Gale Online arc, where he was the one who told Kirito about Death Gun and all that situation, yeah, he's the guy who's gonna make this game called Wrath. So, yeah, that guy's evil, I guess. I mean, I don't exactly know if he's evil, but the way it was presented, he was like, welcome to Wrath, and it's just like, yeah, alright, you're probably evil from that. So, SAO is obviously going to get a new season of anime, which will focus on whatever this Wrath game is, and whatever the next arc is, because I have no clue. But, we'll have to see how that goes down. And if it'll be better than this movie, I doubt it, because this movie was really good. Again, I gave it a 9 out of 10, so that's a thing. But we'll just have to see how it all goes. Oh boy, so that's all I got to say for a spoiler review. I will see you guys in my review for I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes out because I'm not sure how I'm going to have to plan this out. But I'll see you guys in whatever video comes out next. Bye!